Hello and welcome to the weather update for October 6th, 2018. And unfortunately, today was a major disappointment. We never really got out of the clouds. For the most part, we were stuck in the clouds all day, including the east end. So, no, I didn't get to the Pine Barrens today because of it. So I'm kind of disappointed. You could see here, so the clouds just hung tough. It was cleared just to the east. If we were in Cape Cod, we would have had a nice day. If we were in Cape Cod, we would have had a nice clear day all day long. With that, they would have had a nice. But we were stuck in the clouds, unfortunately. As is the case, has been the case the past couple of months. We just can't seem to catch a break from these clouds and the humidity. We got a break from the humidity, but not the clouds. And this is why I had to take advantage of that nice weather last weekend, because you just don't know when you're going to get nice weather again. It's very rare to get sunny, clear, dry weather anymore. With this pattern we have been that's just been dogging us. So we'll just take a look at the current observations, see what's been going on across the area today. So 66 degrees, the temperature. Dew points are coming up now to 59, so it is starting to get a little more humid out now. It was a cool day. Temperature's only in the 60s, but you could see nothing but overcast skies at Farmingdale. And even if we work our way further east to West Hampton, it'll be the same thing. Nothing but overcast skies. As soon as it lows, of course. Come on. Why does it do this? I don't understand the weather service site. It just hangs up sometimes. 64 degrees, dew point 56 at West Hampton. And yeah, overcast. They had one break for like maybe a very short amount of time, but more or less it was overcast. At least the dew points were low and it was cool. Folks in Toms River didn't have that luck today because they were stuck in the clouds and they had a lot more humidity to deal with, and a little light rain and drizzle too. Temperatures were in the upper 60s there, but the humidity was much higher with dew points in the mid 60s. So let's go to the models. Let's see this is the 18 ZGFS, and this is the problem. We have these highs that keep building to the north, and we just get stuck in this easterly flow, which keeps us in the clouds, and we can't get into the clear air. I'm really jealous of Cape Cod, though, because they had 2 nice days in a row where we had nothing but clouds. Really annoying, and that's what happens when these highs go by to the north. So you can see the ridge is building back. There's going to be a high that's going to be building to the north again, which is going to result in a similar setup for Monday. We'll be stuck in the clouds, and then we have this tropical system that's going to be forming in the Gulf, and that could wind up becoming a hurricane. And you see the ridge builds back, so we're going to be dealing with the heat and the humidity this week again. That could become a hurricane, and then the remnants of that could wind up affecting our area on Thursday with some heavy rain. But the good news is, and then you have this too, and this actually stays pretty strong. Look at that, wow. So this would be Sergio, stays pretty strong even after it crosses Baja California. Could be some really tough times in Arizona with that rain coming through, and maybe Colorado and New Mexico too. But the good news for us is that it looks like it will have some nice weather. It looks like a big high pressure system builds in for the weekend, so we have nice weather, and then another high pressure system builds in for the week after. So it looks like we finally have a break in the pattern. Finally, it looks like it could be over by after this week. So by the end of this week, it could be over. We got to hang in there. I know it's tough. Let's take a look at the temperatures. Let's see how the temperatures are going, and I also want to actually go into our area. Let's change the regions. Let's look at the eastern U.S. So I'm going to make it a little closer. All right, so you can see we get back into the heat. Again, look at all that heat. But then it backs off a little bit on Monday because we have a back door, and then the heat comes right back at us on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It cools down a little bit with that front moving through, and then we have nice cool weather for the weekend. Friday weekend looks really nice. Temperatures may only be in the low 60s, so you could see the pattern change. So we got to just hang in there a little while longer. Let's get this pattern change going. Now we're gonna get a little closer to our area. All right, so show you the back door front. So tomorrow is gonna be a little on the brutal side again, near 80 degrees. And then Columbus Day we get a back door front coming through. And then again it warms up Tuesday, Wednesday, way above normal. Temperatures near 80. It's going to be humid too, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But then it gets really nice. Friday, look at that, 60s. So we get some really nice weather by the weekend. We just got to hang in there a little while longer. It looks like there really is a bona fide pattern change on the way, which is long, long overdue. Let's take a look at the dew point. So we come in and we look at the dew points. Dew point's going to be high tomorrow, mid to upper 60s. And then they back off a little bit on Monday because we go to get that easterly flow building back. So dew points dip probably in the upper 50s and low 60s. And then they come back up again on Tuesday. And Wednesday and Thursday we'll be dealing with a lot of humidity. Actually, Thursday we're going to get that deep tropical flow because we're going to get the remnants from. This could be a pretty strong front that winds up moving through with some heavy rain and maybe some severe storms, because you look at the difference. Look, on one side you have dew points around 70, and the other side dew points in the 40s. You know, in between that, there's going to be a lot of storms and heavy rain. So if we look at that on the precip, you'll see that. It'll probably be a lot. Yep, there you go. So it'll be a lot of storms and heavy rain. So look out, Thursday could be a really stormy day for our area. So we'll have to keep our eye on that. Could be a very stormy, very wet day, particularly in the afternoon, and then it gets out of here. So, but that's a ways off. But that hopefully is going to be the start of a pattern change for us. So let me back up. We'll look at the clouds for the next couple of days. We'll back it off to tomorrow. All right, tomorrow morning. Look at the clouds. And unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of clouds around for tomorrow. Maybe the sun will come out in the afternoon, but it's going to be uncomfortable. And then for Monday, we're going to have a lot of clouds, but at least it'll be cooler. And then for Tuesday, probably high clouds mainly. Wednesday, probably have some, mix of sun and clouds, but it's going to be very summer-like, very unusual. And then here comes that front, and then look at that. Friday, we clear out. We have some nice weather. We have another front move through Saturday, and then it clears out again for Sunday. So things are looking good for the future. We got to hang in there. Hopefully this is the last week of this really stubborn summer from hell that just doesn't want to end. But that's going to conclude this weather update. Well, actually, one more thing I want to look at here, and that is the National Hurricane Center. Let's take a look at Leslie. So 50 winds, maximum sustained wind 60 miles an hour. Movement is east at 10 miles, at 12 miles an hour. So it's starting to pick up speed, and you can see it's going to be tracking in this direction here. So very unusual. It's going to be tracking in reverse. Most storms usually move this way, not that way. But it's going to stay a tropical storm. It's just going to be a storm for the fishes. It's not going to affect anyone. This is the one that is going to potential tropical cyclone. This is probably going to become a tropical storm, maybe even a hurricane, and it is going to impact the Gulf Coast sometime this week, probably Tuesday into Wednesday. We have to keep our eye on this, and we may get some of the remnants in the form of heavy rain from this tropical system. And then if we move to the eastern North Pacific, we have Sergio, which is a Category 3 maximum sustained winds 125 miles an hour, and it's going to take this curve, and then it's going to, I don't know, this might wind up being a little more intense. The GFS winds this thing have this thing actually holding together fairly well, because the water temperatures are above normal in this area. Anyway, that's going to conclude this weather update, and hopefully we'll have better weather, but I don't really plan on doing too many weather updates this week until we get closer to Monday or Tuesday, probably Tuesday, as we look at what is going to be, I forgot what the name of this storm is going to be, but it's going to be, I think, an M. Probably start with an M, because Leslie is L, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But anyway, that's going to conclude this weather update. Thank you for watching. Take care.